We're going to begin the evening gown competition with Albania.
Albania hopes to be a successful engineer one day. She is currently a university student and plans to graduate at the top of her class. Let's cheer for the engineer, Albania!
Angola.
Angola is currently a business management student. After she graduates, she hopes to open and run her own cosmetics business. Angola.
Argentina.
Argentina once took a 5-day course on proper breathing techniques and says meditation helps keep her relaxed. Let's face facts, she is relaxed. Argentina!
Aruba.
Aruba wants to open a nutrition center in her country. She says it's currently hard for vegetarians like her to find the information they need. Aruba.
Australia.
Australia describes herself as very outdoorsy. She enjoys scuba diving, hanging out at the beach, and camping in the middle of nowhere. Taking pride in being outside. Australia.
Bahamas.
Bahamas was a broadcast major in college. After graduating, she landed a job hosting a beauty and lifestyle segment on a popular news station. Bahamas.
Belgium.
Belgium's parents managed a traveling fair when she was young. She spent the weekends moving from town to town and says it's the reason why it's easy for her to adapt to new surroundings. Catch her before she's gone. Belgium!
Bolivia.
Bolivia played 4 sports in high school, in addition to winning medals in basketball and volleyball. She was named her school's Athlete of the Year. Bolivia.
Botswana.
Botswana graduated college at the top of her class. She currently works as an architect, building a better tomorrow. It's Botswana.
Brazil.
Brazil hopes to be an entertainment reporter one day. She is currently a journalist major at her university and really enjoys being in front of the camera. Brazil!
British Virgin Islands.
British Virgin Islands comes from a very large family. This striking young lady has 13 siblings, made up of 9 sisters and 4 brothers. British Virgin Islands.
Canada.
Canada loves to run, and it says really helps her to be in shape. After the pageant is over, she plans to run her first marathon. Canada.
Cayman Islands.
Cayman Islands is a self-described sports freak. She's been playing volleyball for over 10 years and was recently a member of her country's national team. Playing sports of all sorts, Cayman Islands.
Chile.
Few years ago, Chile said she was living 2 completely different lives. She would milk cows at school every morning and then put on high heels and model at night. Chile!
China.
China is an ambitious young woman. She'd like to have her own jewelry and clothing line, open a restaurant, and build a new library in her country. Ambition is her mission. China!
Please welcome back to the stage, Albania, Angola, Argentina, Aruba, Australia, Bahamas, Belgium, Bolivia, Botswana, Brazil, British Virgin Islands, Canada, Cayman Islands, Chile, and China. Continuing on with Colombia.
Colombia tells us she's an excellent poker player. This beauty gets together with her friends every Wednesday night to play Texas Hold'em. Colombia.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica refuses to be on her cell phone for more than 5 minutes at a time. She says if she's going to have a conversation, she prefers it to be face-to-face. If you have a phone, please leave her alone. Costa Rica!
Croatia.
Croatia says going to the gym makes her feel comfortable with her body. gives her the energy to keep up with her busy schedule. Croatia.
Curacao.
Curacao gets a lot of attention these days. While visiting Colombia, people asked to take photos with her, and she was once recognized at a restaurant in Venezuela. Alert the paparazzi! It's Curacao!
Cyprus.
Cyprus collects classic poems. This beauty believes poetry is something that has the power to bring people together. Cyprus.
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic says that pageants have given her many opportunities. She hopes to parlay that success in a career in public relations. Czech Republic.
Denmark.
Denmark told us she wants to do some volunteer work in Africa. She's already started saving up for a trip in 2012. Denmark.
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic is currently working towards a degree in psychology. She said that upon graduation, she plans to pursue her master's. Her smarts melt our hearts. Dominican Republic.
Ecuador.
Since she was young, Ecuador has lived near the beach. She began gathering interesting shells years ago and has over 1,000 in her collection. Ecuador.
Egypt.
Egypt says she's always been petrified of reptiles. In fact, she screams whenever she sees a snake, even if it's just on the screen at a movie theater. She's not Indiana Jones, she's Egypt.
El Salvador.
El Salvador really admires Madonna, but not just for her music. She respects how the singer continues to grow as a person. El Salvador.
Estonia.
Estonia once encountered a young girl choking on the street. She quickly performed the Heimlich maneuver and was able to get her breathing again. She's a real lifesaver. Estonia!
Finland.
Finland says she's terrible using maps. She's constantly getting lost, but she always remains calm and eventually finds her way home. Finland.
France. France's friend recently bought her a ukulele for her birthday. She's excited to start playing it and hopes to write original songs to perform one day. She's music to our ears. France!
Georgia.
Georgia says pageants are new for her. She was working as a model but gave Miss Universe a try to make new friends and see Brazil. Georgia!
Please welcome back to the stage our second group of contestants in the Miss Universe preliminary evening gown competition. Colombia, Costa Rica, Croatia, Curacao, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Egypt, El Salvador, Estonia, Finland, France, and Georgia. Continuing on with Germany.
Germany doesn't have any pets because her apartment is too small. This animal lover plans on getting a cat and 2 bunnies when she has the room. It's Germany!
Ghana.
Ghana was once at the airport when a man got sick. She had taken nursing classes, so she knew how to tend to him till a medical team arrived. Ghana.
Great Britain.
Great Britain is currently studying nutrition in college. She's paying for her classes by working as a fitness instructor. Let's bear witness to her fitness, Great Britain!
Greece.
Greece says that being tall is great, but it has disadvantages. It's hard to find a man bigger than she is, and any dress she buys ends up being too short. Greece.
Guam.
Guam enjoys spending time outdoors. Unfortunately, she sprained her foot 2 years ago while she was chasing fish into a net, and it still hasn't healed properly. Be careful in those heels, Guam!
Guatemala.
Fear is not an option for Guatemala. When she was 16, she went bull riding without training and ended up hurting herself pretty badly. Guatemala.
Guyana.
Guyana has always been the person her friends turn to when they need advice. She plans on turning that into a career by pursuing a master's degree in psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Guyana.
Haiti.
Haiti learned to swim in a strange way. She says she was pushed into a pool and someone had to save her. Haiti.
Honduras.
Honduras participated in a controversial reality dating show in her country. She ended up quitting midway through because she says it wasn't something she was comfortable doing. Can't wait for a date, Honduras!
Hungary.
Hungary works as a TV presenter for a popular football show. She says it's not easy being a woman in a male-dominated field, but there's nothing she would rather to do. Hungary.
India.
India takes her education very seriously. In addition to law school, she has 2 bachelor's degrees and a double master's. School is super cool when you're India.
Indonesia.
Indonesia says being a film student makes watching movies hard. She finds that she's constantly judging the director. Indonesia.
Ireland.
Ireland lives by the motto, feel the fear and do it anyway. Despite being scared of heights, she jumped off a 30-foot cliff into the ocean while on vacation. Wearing her pumps while she jumps? Ireland!
Israel.
Israel is currently serving in her country's military. She says she was given a special permission to take a break from her training to participate in this pageant. Israel.
Italy.
Although she's never worked as a model, Italy has always loved fashion. She has a lot of clothes, many of which are custom made by a renowned stylist. Fashion is her passion, Italy!
Please welcome back to the stage, Germany. Ghana. Great Britain. Greece. Guam. Guatemala. Guyana. Haiti, Honduras, Hungary, India, Indonesia, Ireland, Israel, and Italy. Moving forward with Jamaica.
Jamaica has been a preschool teacher for the past 2 years. She said that children are a lot of fun to be around. Jamaica.
Japan.
Japan says she loves the city life, but prefers the pace of the country and the great outdoors. She especially enjoys camping, sleeping on the beach, and going spearfishing. She's never bored being outdoors. She's Japan.
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan says that she would like to open her own veterinary clinic. She has always loved animals and hopes to get her own dog sometime soon. Kazakhstan.
Korea.
By the time she graduated high school, Korea had lived in 3 different countries. She says all that traveling helped teach her a lot about diversity. Korea!
Coast.
Kosovo says that it's hard to find shoes in her size. During a recent model shoot, she had to wear heels that were 2 sizes too small. Kosovo.
Lebanon.
Lebanon has amassed an impressive jewelry collection over the years. She has too many pieces to count, but estimates that she has several hundred bracelets, necklaces, and rings. Bling is her thing. Lebanon!
Malaysia.
Malaysia is very adventurous. She was tucked into diving with sharks in Kuala Lumpur as part of a conservation campaign. Malaysia.
Mauritius.
Mauritius really enjoys watching motocross and other extreme sports. She used to have a motorcycle of her own, but her dad took it away after she fell off while riding. Looking delicious, it's Mauritius!
Mexico.
Mexico has developed a product that she hopes will make her lots of money. She's proud of her invention, claiming it saves space, time, and water. México!
Montenegro.
Four years ago, Montenegro wrote an essay about the dangers of drug abuse. Her award-winning article prompted her to visit a rehabilitation center and speak with patients. Montenegro.
Netherlands.
Netherlands says that everyone calls her younger sister her twin. Even though there is a 2-year age difference, they look the same, dress the same, and even go to the same college. Netherlands.
New Zealand.
New Zealand hopes to be a news reporter one day. She says it'd be exciting to wake up each morning not knowing where her job will take her. Live from Sao Paulo, it's New Zealand!
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua currently works in public relations. She says her dream job is doing exactly what she is doing now, but with a little acting and dancing work on the side. Nicaragua.
Nigeria.
Nigeria has been a fan of African paintings since she was a little girl. She currently has over 25 in her collection, some of which she painted herself. Her art is melting our hearts. Nigeria!
Panama.
Panama recently paid for a trip to New York all by herself. She's proud of the fact that she's always been a good saver. Panama.
Let's have one more look at Jamaica. Japan. Kazakhstan. Korea. Kosovo. Lebanon. Malaysia. Mauritius. Mexico. Montenegro. Netherlands, New Zealand, Nicaragua, Nigeria, and Panama. Paraguay.
The first time Paraguay traveled solo, it was for a modeling job in Japan. She had so much luggage with her, she ended up accidentally leaving 2 bags at the airport. Don't forget about Paraguay.
Peru.
Peru is currently going to a photography school. She started out taking pictures when she was 15. And now uses a professional camera to capture family moments. Peru.
Philippines.
Philippines says she's never been into contact sports. This 25-year-old beauty prefers to go bowling and once even participated in a tournament. Rolling down the lane, it's Philippines!
Poland.
Poland says her grandmother is an amazing cook. The problem is, every time this 24-year-old beauty visits her, she ends up eating too much. Poland.
Portugal.
Portugal really values the time her family spends together. Most of her relatives live in different towns, and it's been 2 years since they've all been in the same city. It's family first for Portugal!
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico knows how to box. Unfortunately, she was forced to stop because her mom thought the sport was too violent. Puerto Rico.
Romania.
Romania is fascinated by medical research. This former pharmaceutical student says there's nothing she enjoys more than working in a lab preparing medicine. Looking fab in the lab, it's Romania.
Russia.
Russia says she reads all the time. She's always looking at books, even while in her car. Russia.
Serbia.
Serbia says her parents have always respected her and treated her as an equal. She tries to listen when they give advice because she knows they have her best interests in mind. Mama knows best when you're Serbia.
Singapore.
Singapore writes a successful beauty blog. She says being able to provide information and advice to people gives her a sense of achievement. Singapore.
Slovak Republic.
Slovak Republic will finish her bachelor's degree in medical chemistry this year. She used to want to be a doctor, but she often gets sick at the sight of blood. Being a doc doesn't rock when you're Slovak Republic.
Slovenia.
Slovenia says that this is her first time out of Europe. She couldn't wait to meet the people of Brazil and finally see some samba dancing. Slovenia.
South Africa.
South Africa says she's a very adventurous person. This year she tried bungee jumping, and she recently went paragliding over Victoria Falls. This child sure is wild. South Africa.
Spain.
Spain says she's very talkative, but that's nothing new. She claims that she's been speaking perfectly since she was just 8 months old. Spain.
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka nearly became a nun, but after living in the convent for a month with her aunt, she realized that it just wasn't her calling. Sri Lanka.
Please welcome back Paraguay, Peru, Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Puerto Rico, Romania, Russia, Serbia, Singapore, U.S. Virgin Islands.
U.S. Virgin Islands loves watching crime shows on TV. In fact, she even used to attend autopsies because she thought she might want to be a forensic pathologist. You commit a crime, you do the time with U.S. Virgin Islands.
Thailand, Trinidad and Tobago, Turkey, Turks and Caicos, Ukraine, Uruguay, USA, U.S. Virgin Islands, Venezuela, and Vietnam.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the evening gown competition. How did the contestants do?